So Tiki, you think the bad narrative will eventually die down, but you know, our friends on the other side are always quick to blame vaping for anything. So is vaping to blame for the recent EVALI outbreaks in the US? Is this a newly identified lung disease that we have not now?
No,
Yeah.
definitely it's not uh, to blame for the EVALI. I think
Could
when
somebody explain what E-Valley is?
E-cigarette, vaping, associated lung injury. Okay. So
is
they lump them
E-Valley
like
for short.
EVALI for sure.
okay, so when people began to show up at U.S. emergency rooms with a severe lung disease, people started linking it to vaping. And once again, you know, I've looked at the evidence very carefully. And my message is, it is not the vaping, but it is what was being
Place.
vaped.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not the device, it's not the vape device itself, but what you put into the device. And in this case, it was illegally obtained pods that contain contaminants from cannabis. And the US authorities have very clearly identified that vitamin E acetate, which was used in these illegally obtained pods from the black market, that was responsible for EVALI. So once again, it is not the device, but what was put into the device. And as you may have noticed, although there were one or two scares, this was confined to just a few states in the United States where these illegal products were available. It did not become a global phenomenon.
Global.
I remember I was in Manila, I think last year in October, Lorenzo, at that
Yes, yes.
media,
That's
and
right.
that was what everybody was asking. You know, everybody thinks, oh, you know, it's causing this massive lung disease. It's not. People must look behind it, that it was what was being vaped, not the vaping device itself. So I leave it at that.
Is that
Yeah,
only related to what was being vaped that's cannabis related, or how about like the vape that you can buy like here locally that's made from who knows what, and you know chemicals also
yeah,
from
yes, just be careful
garage
about
or her bedroom?
Yeah, sure, sure. I think IBA has already indicated to that there is a real risk here in terms of quality control. If you
Mm.
have all these boutique backyard operators
Hmm.
making not just dangerous devices but contaminated pods, you
Right.
have a real problem. And obviously, the people who are substance abusers, it's not a big jump for them to think of a vaping device as another way to get a fix in addition to injection or to inhaling or to whatever else they do. So that once again, eventually, maybe we can talk about the need for government regulation to do quality control. Lorenzo probably has
it.
more on this than I have.
Yeah, yeah, we've been there. We've been there actually in the Congress to help them craft the best possible laws for this or regulations for this. We hope they will find it, they will have to balance actually the impact on what they claim as initiation as to the impact of cessation for the chronic smokers.